Thank you for being a part of Animalium, and we can't wait to share countless amazing animal adventures with you. The top 10 funniest names in the animal kingdom. Fried egg jellyfish are free-swimming ocean animals with bright yellow domes with trailing tentacles, and look exactly like a fried egg floating in the sea. They can be found throughout the open ocean. Two species are referred to as fried egg jellyfish, Phacelophora kamchatka and Cotyloryza tuberculate. This name comes from the bright yellow dome surrounded by a white or transparent membrane around the edges, making it look like a fried egg floating in the water. Boobies. The name blue-footed booby is a direct reference to this fascinating and eye-catching characteristic of the bird. It is worth noting that booby is thought to come from the Spanish word bobo, which means stupid or clown. This term was applied to the bird due to its ungainly appearance and behavior on land, where it may stumble or appear clumsy, in contrast to its elegant and efficient movements in the air and water. Klanga klanga, not to be confused with the small pink creatures living on the moon with their soup dragon, whistling at one another, the greater spotted eagle. Klanga klanga is another recipient of the scientific tautonym. That's about the funniest thing about this otherwise very serious and vulnerable raptor species, which hunts wetland prey between their migratory points of Eastern Europe, South Asia, and East Africa. The name comes from the Greek klangos, with which Aristotle described as a kind of eagle. A dik-dik is the name of any four species of small antelope that live in the bushlands of eastern and southern Africa. Their hilariously childish name comes from the odd dik sound that female dik-diks whistle through their noses when they are scared or threatened. The satanic leaf-tailed gecko is one of the smallest leaf-tailed gecko species. It has a horned head, red eyes and a tail with notches that helps it mimic the look of decaying leaves. They get their name from its unique horned head and red eyes. The mouth is also a bright orange color, adding to the effect of this tiny lizard. The slippery dik is a small fish that lives in tropical waters in the western Atlantic. The slippery dik gets its unique name from the slippery mucus it excretes to help it evade predators. The tufted titmouse is not a mouse, but a small songbird species from North America. It's thought that their name comes from the Old English words tit and mace, meaning small bird. The word mace was lost in vocabulary and it morphed into a similar word, mouse. Apparently this switch was because this little gray-brown bird reminded people of a small rodent. Pectinariidae or ice cream cone worms are a family of worms that build tubes, using grains of sand that sort of resemble ice cream cones, if you squint a bit. These cones can measure up to 5 centimeters, 2 inches, in length. So you wouldn't get much ice cream. The poor blobfish is a deep-sea fish which inhabits waters just above the seabed, off the coasts of mainland Australia, New Zealand and Tasmania. They have been voted as the ugliest fish in the world. However, this popular impression is due to decompression damage to their jelly-like bodies when out of their natural high-pressure environment. Screaming hairy armadillo. These tiny armadillos are known to dig their way into the ground under dead animals and feed off the insects that are drawn to the carcass. In captivity, they're ticklish, playful and altogether adorable. While still hairy, they don't tend to scream unless threatened. Subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for more inspiring wildlife content.